I think there absolutely is an overload of information. I think that on the whole, people often choose to ignore it, and they just won't look at a lot of it, of the information and data that's out there. So the question isn't so much is there an overload. I think there is. I think there's been an explosion of it with the web and with email and all of those things going on. I think there's a lot of sort of physical data out there that's not been used, and we've talked about that. I think the question, though, is once I recognize that it's out there and I take a conscious decision that I do actually want to know what to use and what not to use, and I do actually want to make the most of it, then what do I do about it? Because I think that that's probably the first step that most people have to make, and a lot of people haven't even made that step. They'll just take the snippets that come their way that they do grasp and understand. Once you have taken that step, then you need to start saying, well, how do I access it? And maybe it's not an information flow thing. Maybe it's just simply, how do I convert it into a usable form? How do I get it so that it's accessible to me, so that I can actually start understanding it better? And then what tools do I need in place to get better insight to that? And that's where the connecting the dots comes in. So yes, a lot of the dots have been collected. A lot of the dots aren't in a usable form yet. I think probably a majority of them. And that isn't even just because they're locked in paper. Sometimes they are electronic already. They're just locked away in processes or what have you. The question then is, well, how do I bring them all together, and how do I actually start understanding what's going on in a much better, more effective way?